Hello and welcome back to Dresdale. Nice to have you back. Hope you're enjoying the series so far. I know I am enjoying this map and building out the city here. So I did have a little bit extra time today, again after work. So I went ahead and did a few things kind of offline that I'll go ahead and show you. Just so you kind of brought up to speed from the last episode. So last time we probably left off, we were working on this part of the residential area, and I basically spent a good amount of time trying to get these buildings somewhat pleasing to my eye, in that, you know, they're a little bit smaller, and they kind of a couple big ones in here, but they're mostly, you know, tapered down to smaller height. So like I said, with this, not the problem, but the thing with the self-sufficient buildings is they get humongously tall once they get to level 5. So you know, if you got like a lot of light residential kind of butted up against them, and you have a kind of a good amount of heavy residential or dense residential here, you know, it can kind of look a little jarring with these flat homes, and all of a sudden you have these monster buildings. So I tried to, like I said, spend some time building them, letting them kind of level up a little bit. Then I would go ahead and, you know, as I was saying before, historicalize them. And trying to get them when they're getting at that point where either they changed color to like the whiter color, or, you know, at least they got some greenness on their roofs or something, some kind of feature on them. And some of them got a little out of hand. Maybe this one did, but we need to lock him down. He's good. We might have to get rid of him. We'll see. So I didn't really record that because it was a lot of me like zoning a little bit, kind of building like this rock feature, coming back, you know, checking them, seeing how far along on the level they are, see if they changed at all, then locking them down. I still have a few here that I'll probably end up having to redo tomorrow, because we'll be building and doing stuff, and I'll forget to come back here, and then they'll be super tall later. Or maybe they won't. Maybe I'll get lucky. Other thing I did here is put in the anchovy fishery, and you can see like the boats are a little bit bigger, and this line's actually really pretty efficient. And if you look at our menu here, we have a good amount of anchovy. That's the green stuff, and then we have some of the shellfish, which we haven't unlocked the shellfish one yet, which this one will be replaced by the shellfish one, I think, once we get it, which I think we get it at 2 million units of fish. We're at 1.3, so we're, I mean, maybe like another hour of real-time gameplay. And this guy, I think he's doing okay. Every now and then I see he's not getting enough stuff, so maybe when we put the other one down, that'll be enough. I thought about throwing something down here, like one of the fish farms, to help him stay, you know, keep him supplied, but just hadn't gotten around to it. Expanded the farming just a little bit because we had some industrial demand, and when I looked at our import-export menu, I saw that we were important. You know, the biggest thing we were important is farming. So I went ahead and put down a little bit more farming. I tried to actually destroy things and get like the fields and like the orchards, which are the, you know, they produce crops, and you'll see that when we do the industries DLC, kind of which assets do what. I believe they're basically the extractors, and these guys here are the bakery beefcakes. Those are like the processors, probably producing, like, you know, well, that's what they tell you, bakery stuff. So and we're importing a little bit of goods, and we're exporting some forestry, exporting a little ore. We're also exporting a little farming. So, you know, farming's tough. It's hard to balance out the import-export with just the, you know, kind of the zoning style type stuff. It's a little bit easier when you have the DLC going, because you can control exactly what's kind of being produced, and what's, you know, how many extractors you have versus how many producers, and all that stuff. So it gets a little easier. Okay. What else? We went ahead and down here, I finished some buildings here, so we ended up adding some, you know, higher density along here. This building kind of got away from me. I forgot he was even there. I think it grew to something big. I blew it up, and then I just came back when I turned it on just before recording. And I was like, oh man, that's real huge. But I kind of like it because if you look at it flat, it's like pretty almost level with these buildings because of how the terrain slopes down. You know, and if you kind of look at it like from here, it's like about the same height. So it kind of grew on me. So I think I might just keep it. You know, it stands out a little bit, but then like when you kind of like look at the city overall, it blends in somewhat, and then at certain angles, it's kind of like it kind of pops. So yeah, maybe we'll keep it. And it's yellow, so it's nice and bright. I went ahead and pushed the land out here, and put another, you know, kind of like these beach houses, and then I actually made these historicallyized. I'm going to coin that word, historical. And you can kind of tell if a building's historical if you try to go blow it up, and then like it doesn't like light up. See how it's like. So that way, if you do like a bunch in a row, you know, like over here, you're like, I don't know which ones I didn't do historical on. You know, you can see, okay, it's like these ones here, right? Because they're like lighting up, but like these ones aren't. Just don't hit the button. Don't be a spaz like me and hit the button, because then, well, if it's a historical one, it'll tell you, do you want to destroy it? If it's not, it'll be destroyed. So, press the button. So, yeah, because I like the brown and everything. I felt like it blended in with the, kind of like the dirt, you know, the sand, if you want to call it sand, and dirt road, as everything's kind of like has this brownish tan tone to it. I thought it went well. And then maybe later I'll come back and throw some of like these trees and stuff like up on this hill. Or maybe small trees, because, you know, kind of like in real life, as the slopes usually get steeper and steeper, you know, the vegetation tends to be smaller and thinner. What else did I do? We zoned out some dense commercial. Oh, look at some zoning here. I threw it like in the back here, you know, in between. So I kept some light commercial on the kind of like on the side roads, so that way hopefully trucks and stuff won't be stopping too much to feed these light commercial buildings as they would be here. So, you know, and blocking people from kind of coming in and coming out. So I kind of put them in the middle of the blocks off the main road, and then I got some kind of like a buffer of offices here. And I was starting to do offices down here too. I put some offices down here to kind of bridge the power. So I was able to get rid of a bunch of power lines. The only power lines I think I have are these ones here. So that was good. And you can see our commercial is kind of developing. I still didn't get a chance to put in the fishery, or I wanted to put the intercity bus station in. But that might be a project for later. Maybe this episode, maybe another episode. Because I haven't really looked at our transit at all since the last time we did buses. And I can probably guarantee you that the buses are overloaded, because I put a bunch of stuff in here and I haven't done anything with them. And I don't really like the fact that we get like 3 at the same building. Whoa. So how about we try again, gentlemen? Try again, because sometimes they'll generate like the hotels, but there'll be different shapes and stuff. And I don't know, that one I just think looks kind of ugly. It's like blackish gray, and I don't know, I just feel like it's nice. Sort of some like nice ones that are like light blue and kind of like this, like, I don't know, you know, call it like a pinkish color. And then they got like a little bit more shape to them. But maybe you like this. It's like, maybe like, ah, man, that's awesome. It's like nice and sleek. It's black. It's cool. And so maybe you like it. So, you know, have it in your city. And I'm gonna destroy. I'll destroy it in mine. Yeah, I can see buses are a problem, because I can see like a bunch of people here. And if we go over here, probably one of our bus stops over here, we might see some people here. That's not too many people waiting at that bus stop though. So I think what we'll do is we're gonna look at the buses, and then we might add tram, because now we have density. So we could probably replace this bus line and replace this bus line with tram, and maybe run a tram line here. I don't know for sure. We'll look at the buses here and see how they're doing. Our bike highway is doing pretty good. I can see people on it moving, so that's kind of good, because I think the good thing about like our buses here is that they're kind of like somewhat complementing. If you look at the route here, we didn't put buses on the bike route, so like they're kind of working together, right? Yeah, and there's like ways you can like, and I probably should put paths in. Maybe that'll be something else that I'll do later. Put some paths in, kind of like connect, make it easier for people to try to transfer between, like, say, like this bus stop and like the bike lane, or vice versa or something, or at least get from this block to this stop. So if you live here, you can like kind of either go to the bike lane, or you can jump on the bus, take the bus. So maybe we'll do something like that. This one, I think I mentioned it in the video. I don't know. I had to shoot that video twice because the first time the sound wasn't coming through my headset. It was coming through this TV, and I didn't realize that. So when I was recording, like, you couldn't hear me because kind of like the music and stuff was. I wanted to change the radio station, talking about music. And I watched some of these my own videos on YouTube. I'm the only one, so hooray for being first. You know, sometimes I used to put first, so I should be putting that on mine. And it sounds like this sounds pretty good. I feel like I'm talking pretty good, pretty loud, and I'm not drowned out by the music. But if you think differently, you know, let me know, and then 20 episodes from now, I'll make the change, because that's probably about how far ahead I am from you. And recording versus you watching, since no one watched any of my videos, probably when I published them, because, you know, I'm kind of like a nobody, so I'm just doing this as a, as a hobby, I suppose, as a therapeutic release of creativity. All right, oh yeah, I added some campus stuff, but we hit the next level 3. So as we were doing the density, kind of like I was saying, we got more people, and they were working their way through the system, and we're getting close actually to get to the next level. We have to add some more attractiveness, but I feel like this campus is kind of like to its max. I mean, there's a few spots we could do something, or maybe something in here. I just don't know if I want to do it. I might just leave it alone. Like I said before, when once we get industry DLCs going, when we buy those tiles back there, this will go away. So maybe we'll put residential or something here. Excuse me. And kind of carry this through. Or maybe we can bring a road around here and just run it parallel to this, so that it doesn't intersect with this, and then bring it to here, and then put like houses like maybe like 1 block and a half block, and maybe connect it here or connect it to here. Maybe come off of this road and kind of slick like this and like this, and then maybe connect it to here, make this a 4-way. I don't know. So we could kind of fill maybe a handful of homes back here, and fill the space in, or maybe we would just build like a monster freaking boulder thing, raise the terrain, put a park there. I don't know. So a lot of options. Oh, and I also put like this like highway kind of like state road in here. It just helps the trucks, they're using it. Helps them get like a super fast lane to kind of like shoot into like this side. Once again, they'll prefer going this way, whereas like that's the only traffic is them. And they'll kind of come here, and then they'll like. And what we should do is actually change this intersection. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna look at some roads first, and look at the lane mathematics and see if maybe upgrading or downgrading some of the lanes helps us out at all in terms of forcing like the cross traffic turns, like to this turn here. See how you got it straight and right? Maybe there's a way we can make this as straight and just to right, by making this segment a 3-lane road. Well, let's try let's see what it does. See, like that. That's all I was asking. So now people who, and then we can do the same thing, maybe here. Which one's busier, you think? That's the question. Oh, this one, see, the people going this way to get into here are, they have the way, because, remember, traffic's backwards, because I made it that way. These people already have a dedicated left-right, so they're good. What did that do here? That's fine. See, I made the left. I made the left and the left right. We'll see how that goes. Maybe we don't. I won't keep this. I'm not sure. So I'm wondering if people going left. Well, they're with traffic, so it's not that big of a deal. Is the people going to the right are crossing this lane to get into this lane, right? Correct. I think so. So that's the one we want to dedicate. So it's dedicated to the right, that one. Okay, so that might work out okay. Like I said, same thing like here, right? And we want to do that. And we don't have to do any of this because like our traffic's fine. We can look at the traffic. Oh, maybe we'll keep that there. But this is things you can kind of do to like help improve your traffic. Is look and see where you have these intersections, things like this. And if it was like a busy intersection, you could do something like this. And I'll do it right now with the asymmetrical road. Just upgrade that and then flip it. And then there you go. Now, people trying to get out. Maybe people are trouble. You know, you have a lot of traffic and people were having trouble getting out. And in the the left-hand turners, people going across traffic, which in this case is the right-hand turners, are blocking the people from going to the left. So it's piling up because maybe it's 50-50, right? But like or maybe it's even less of a ratio. Maybe less people are even doing the cross traffic turning, but they're having to wait so long that they're blocking all the people that are doing the with traffic turn, right? So you open this up, now they both split, and then they just kind of flow. So you could do stuff like that. Look at all these intersections here. So people can get out. But we don't have traffic, really. I don't see any. Let's look at the traffic map and see where we're at. 93%. Why is that not 94? Oh, okay. We're about to hit at 13,983, which is going to hit our next milestone, which couldn't come any sooner because guess what? Our not landfill. Oh, geez, I'll get crucified for saying that. Our cemetery is full, and I think this one is. We're almost full. And then we have one out here somewhere. Here it is. It's like half. So, so good. And then we're gonna get 14,000 residents, and then we're gonna get a crematorium, and then we're gonna figure out where we want to put that. We'll look at where we don't have coverage. We'll probably drop it there, and then once we empty, and then we'll see if we like that, and then if we want to say like maybe move this cemetery to like a residential area, because like I said before, I kind of like their cemeteries in the residential area, and then move the crematorium like up in here. Then we can do that, and then maybe that'll be easy because the crematorium can use the roundabout to get down here if it needs to empty this one here. The crematorium can shoot down this express lane to go to that one if it needs to, and then it can go down the roundabout here and go to maybe here if we put a cemetery, like maybe on this block here or something. I don't know. That's not a lot of room. Maybe we can push this out, rearrange this a little bit. It's going to be kind of like a harsh drop off, but maybe we'll see. We don't have like I said, a lot of room, so maybe we can put it like in here or in here. Come off of here. I don't know. Well, it's so close to this one, it's probably useless. We'll figure it out. So that's good. So we have the crematorium come up, and then once we get the crematorium, like you can kind of just take. I always feel like there's like a weight lifted off my shoulders because. Excuse me. That's the one thing that's kind of like holding us back, because everything else, we got like everything else we kind of need. The only thing that is holding us back is the fact that we can't empty out our cemetery. So we can't just we couldn't theoretically stay at 10,000 people and keep playing this game on these like 2 tiles forever, because eventually we would run out of space to put cemeteries because they would just keep filling up, right? But once we get the crematorium, we can empty them. Then now we could just, if we wanted to just build a city that was 14,000 people and perfect it as much as we could and do all this detailing and make sure all our roads are symmetrical and all that stuff, you could. And this could just be your city. That's it. What else I want to say? I think that's it. So, probably should run the game. Oh, other thing. I do want to look at the traffic. So where is our traffic? It's a little heavy in here. But it's moving. I don't see any like traffic jams. We can run the game. They'll probably get our thing. Yeah, I mean they're moving. They're moving. 990. The only thing I did notice was we have a people problem. And this is right here. This intersection. See, these cars are stopping for people. So sometimes we're about to do it. Here we did it. Hey, and we got our next tile. A liberal arts college. I never really put that down. I don't know. I feel like 2 universities on like 100,000 population map is pretty good. You probably could do 3 in terms of like availability of students. You know, get to all 3 to prestigious, the 5th star, because you probably have. Because I think you need to have like, is it 2,000, 1,800? Like, what's the student count? Does it tell? I want to say it's 1,800. But it's been, I'd have to look at my other city. This is 12, and it's going to be higher than that. Is it going to be higher than that? I don't know, we can look it up. Anyway, when I know in the last city that I had enough students to fill 3 universities, but you just have, they take up a lot of space. I mean, this is literally like a quarter of a tile. Like the tile is here, right? So it's like a quarter of a tile. And we're not done, because it's only level 3. We still got 2 more levels to go. There's 2 big, huge buildings like this to put down still. There's the tourism one, which we're going to do, but not here, because we don't have a room. And we're going to build like another campus for it. And then there's the last building, right? So, yeah, so usually I just build 2 universities. I build the trade school and the university. The liberal arts, I didn't find these buildings, the School of Economics and stuff, really helpful. I mean, no. Let's see. Reduce garbage. That's not a bad one. Garbage, but yeah, recyclable centers are cheap. Educate more efficiently. Maybe that would be helpful. I think I liked, there was a couple nice ones. I think that's the technology building that has a nice perk. I think we went through this, right? Pretty sure, like, you know that these buildings give you like perks, like citywide, right? So the tourism one gives you what? Income from all commercial zones is increased. I mean, and we're gonna have a lot of commercial zones. Sounds good. Let's see. So congratulations, we got that. Now we gotta do the crematorium. So let's look. I mean, I guess we can let the game run. And we can put that down. So Deathcare's in here. And then we probably should put these down. These help like your birth rate and death rate, so it'll help kind of like reduce the death waves a little bit, because it'll extend people from dying, and it'll make you have more born. So even when the people die, you got like replacements, so to speak. So we don't have like Deathcare really in here. So we should probably put something here. I don't want to put it like on my campus, so the crematorium on the campus is kind of silly. Maybe we could do something like here, and then that way you can come out the road. Like, I wouldn't want to do it here, right? And why? Does anyone guess why you wouldn't put it here? Because this road has got a median in the middle. So what's going to happen is the hearses are going to come out, and they can go left, which is like, again, I was up at 1:30 this morning, and it's 9:30 or 9 now. That's why, so I'm yawning a little bit. So I apologize for the yawns here, but I've been up for quite a while. You guys keep me up because I'm excited to hang out with you. So back to the whole why we're not going to put this here, or at least not have this road here. And this is important for your fire, your police, and your medical as well. And we got to fix this intersection anyway. Because, alright, he's got the median, so the hearse can come out and make it a left and go left or right. Okay, so they can go here, down here, and go up here, and they can go over here. But if I need to pick up a body right next door here, I'm kind of stuck, right? I got to go out here, drive all the way down here, or geez, maybe like make a left into here, and then come around. I don't know, you get the picture. I don't even know how to get over here. I don't even know how you get over here. Get across the street. If all you can do is go out of here and go left. You go up here, come around, and come down, maybe. Then they come here. So the point is, it's got the median, and it blocks you from one side of the traffic, so you don't want to put it there. So if you were going to put it here, you would just like snap it to here, and now he can just come out this road here, which is probably where we're going to put it, because I think it gets good coverage. although we don't have any coverage down there. So maybe we can find like places a little bit closer, like I said, but not on the campus, because I don't want to put it on the campus. Like in here. These people can move out. That's on our bus route. That's probably not good either. Because these things are going to shoot out hearses, and you don't want like hearses and buses fighting each other either. I mean, it's not that bad, like that much traffic, but it's something to kind of be mindful of for sure. Well, this is a good spot because it's only just one house we're going to destroy. That's kind of essentially located. I like it. You know, it's in between all three of our whatchamacallits. It'll fit, and I think it'll be okay. So we'll put it here. These people will be happy. Yay, we have Deathcare. You sure do. Alright, crematorium, get to working. And then what we need to do, so you don't wait till they get full like this to empty them. Well, at least I don't. I usually wait till they get to about 2,000, so about 2/3 full. Then I empty one at a time, and then what I'll do is it's harder now. This one's not. It's actually easy with this one, but this one's kind of getting close as well. But we want to get like a basically like a rotating schedule. That like this one empties, this one gets to 2,000, this one's at like 100, and this one's at like 1,000. And then by the time we empty this one out, this one's at like 2,000-ish. You know, this one's at 1,000, this one's at 0, and then we empty this one, and then so forth and so forth, and just rotates. And then you know we're kind of like gonna assign. The game doesn't do this 100%, but it does it. I think Hearses does a pretty good job. They won't like usually send our hearse from here all the way across the map, but it will occasionally, but not, we'll say regularly. Because like I said, the game sends things everywhere it wants to. It's not like, oh, there's a dead body. Now the order can be filled by a hearse. It's well, I guess maybe not. Maybe we'll have to test it. Speaking of testing, I tested the fire, police, and medical. I think I mentioned that in another video, and I forgot about it, and I'll probably forget about it again. So maybe in another video we'll talk about that. Like, we'll revisit that subject. Anyway, back to this. So we basically want, like I said, one kind of like emptying all the time, and then we'll just rotate them out, and then we'll always be good. No, so if we get death waves, it doesn't matter, because there'll always be one. There'll be at least two that'll be empty, and then we could always turn one off and let it suck up whatever the death wave spits out, and then re-empty it. We don't, like I said, we don't want to get caught in the situation where like this one's like close to full. This one we let fill and we forgot about it because we're over here, you know, building something, and we didn't stick our heads up to see if what's going on with the Deathcare, and then this one's like really close too because we're not rotating these. And then the next thing you know, you get a death wave or something, and then this one gets full, and this one quickly fills up, and then now like people are getting aggravated and they're starting to leave because like there's dead bodies in the buildings and you're not taking them out, and then this one gets overwhelmed. Then you have to put your budget up all the way up to like 150, try to get more hearses to eat up more, and then you put down more crematoriums. It costs more money to try and fix the problem. So you kind of see where this goes. So rotate them. That's important. Always pick your head up and just check your cemeteries and kind of go, oh. You know, when you're in the area, go, oh, check that one, check that one. Okay, this one's close. Empty it. Let's not use the skis, get in habit. But we have air. I see a plane. That's good. Alright. I'm like the guy. Squirrel. Yeah, sorry. So, alright, so we have a problem. Houston, we have a problem at this intersection. You see all these people? That's what I was saying before, like, when we're looking at your traffic, which is this is water, not traffic. I mean, we have 93% traffic, so it's not like we have a traffic problem. These are probably because we have buses coming through here, like too many buses, and we're gonna have to address the bus problem as well. But you got all these people because we put some high density in here, and you know, kind of like these people can kind of go through up and through here, you know, through our park system and give us a nice little, you know, pay to get up here. And that's why we're making $55,000 a week. You know, even with the park only charging half price, basically 25 out of 40. If we ramped it up to 40, we'd probably be making like $100 grand a week. Because we could do it on this one too. But Whatever. I know 50 is enough. And like I said, so like, but these people like right here are like all within walking distance to here, right? So they're just going to get out their house and walk, and that's what they're doing. You see them walking, and then they cross the intersection here, and they're crossing here, and they're causing cars to stop. Sometimes they get run over. See, that guy stopped, and it's not bad right now, but if we put more high density in here, or we connect this road to something down there, and people want to drive down there because there's a nice cool commercial area down there, we made a nice awesome bridge or whatever, then these people can really mess up your traffic. So what you can do, you can kind of do a couple of things. You could turn this into a highway road. I mean, that would be silly, but you could do it, and then nothing would be building on there, and they couldn't walk across it, so then they would probably try and go somewhere else, which in our case would actually probably generate a lot of money, because the next connection is right here, and the next connection's over here, so we're not really connecting it. We did a pretty good job not connecting into this road too much. But like I say, it's going to start blocking our cars, because all these people are like going by, and then they get off the bus and then like 10 people cross, and that's when it causes like the traffic to stop. So so we could do highway, but that's kind of a silly option. I say all those people just stop because of those people crossing the street. So the other option is we could build a bridge across, maybe like do two. We could do like one here, and maybe do like a bridge here and bring it smack down in the middle. I think there's a bus stop like right here, so they can then just hop. Maybe what we'll do is we'll build a bridge like right here, have it like curve and like hit both sides and have it like ramp down, and we'll use a nice bridge, and then have it like curve and like land like here, come through here, and then it'll be right here, and then we can do something with the road so they can get a crosswalk. I think they can just use the crosswalk right there, so they'll spit out here, come on the crosswalk, they can go to this bus stop right away, or they can walk on here and go to this cross stop and go to this bus stop. So then like they can all just go here, and then everyone can just walk up here, walk on our ramp, and go through here. And then they won't go, most of them shouldn't go, and then we can even do like, see how some people are coming down this way, we could do like a ramp here and like have it kick out to here and just destroy this little ass excuse my language, little building, just make a little path here. We could even put a bridge up here to just demo these two buildings, and then come down into here, or down into here. That's why we left all this space, by the way, so we can put, we identify, hey, there's a problem here, let's go ahead and fix it with some paths. So paths can fix that. It's not a traffic problem, it's a people walking problem. The other thing you could do is you could go underground. So if you go overhead, that's cool, but then that means you can't build like a monorail here, right? Because now you got like a bridge, and bridge and monorail don't mix. A walking path, I mean, you have to go really high, I guess, to go over it. And you could probably make it, but then you probably can't come down. You'd have to like land here, because you'd have to go really, really tall over the monorail line. So that means you forbade yourself you ruled out the monorail option. I mean, you can still do metro, of course, and then that's the other thing. So you could do a tunnel. Like you say, I love monorail, so I want to put a tunnel. So you can put a tunnel here, and then pop the tunnel, here, and then come right through here. And maybe we'll just do that, and then you don't see it, and it's not like a big eyesore. Or like if you love the walking past, then it's not an eyesore. I mean, it just depends on your preference, right? So you could do that. A tunnel right here, tunnel right here, have it connect underneath to one road, path, tunnel up, right, boom, right there, or something like that. And then have another underground here, maybe come up this way, the tunnel would come up here, and boom, right there, you're done. Okay, so you could do it all underground. But then that, of course, if you want to run metro, it could be in the way of your metro, right? Because your metro's underground. So there's things to think about. I think I like paths. They're fine. We can use all kinds of cool looking paths. I actually like the dirt paths. Actually, really cool because it's got like 1, 2. Can the dirt path 2? No, we found the dirt road could go 2 over. I was amazed by that. I was completely amazed. But it's pretty nice. I mean, it's like a plain wood, but I'd like the foundation structure. You get up a little higher, it gets this nice like lattice structure. It's pretty cool. So it's kind of like simple but elegant. right? And then you got your park path, and it's gonna have like this like silver, looks kind of like some railings. Oh, it looks okay. I find that the one to be the least kind of like pleasing. And this looks like the amusement park is red. It's got almost like a concrete deck. But I think this one does too. Yeah. A lot of people like, which one's this? It's the one I was just on. So you got your natural reserve park. It's very similar structure as the dirt, right? And it's got like some like moss and stuff on it. You know, it's like wood, more like woodsy. I like moss, like I said, growing on it. So I like that. That one looks nice. A lot of people like the zoo. So the zoo has like nice, like it's almost reminds me. I used to work on boats, and you know they have like those teak decks, teak flooring, and it kind of reminds me of the planks. It's nice, and nice wooden railing. It's got like some like dangly, mossy, leafy stuff on the bottom. So that looks kind of good too. And these, I don't even know why they even built these. I mean, I guess they want to make it a little different, but they're not that much different than some of the other parks. I mean, I guess that is different. I stand corrected. That looks different. So, you know, pick your poison, what you like. I don't know. And then, of course, you can draw this one, get it set up, and just change it. So you can just use the upgrade tool, change it. I don't think it costs anything to change it, so have at it. Let's do the. Maybe we'll do the amusement park one, the red one. It's kind of sleek looking. So a lot of times I just turn off everything on this. Sometimes using this tool, the grid tool, is pretty nice because it'll snap to these, like these tiles here. But whatever, just freehand it. It's not that hard. And I don't think we're gonna build anything here. I don't know how tall we're. So let's do this. Let's put this like right here. Let's see how this is gonna look. I think these buildings are gonna have to go. And I think I want to have the angle tool on, at least. And you know what, let's turn these on to see if it gives me any trouble. So I think we want to do like a pillar here. Right, we're going to go up 3. 1, 2, 3. This is once again why you have this here set to there, because I mean, I think if you do one stroke, it'll give you 3, but you know, you get to fine tune it better. So 3 there. We can keep a building, I guess. There we go here. I don't know how this is going to look. It's going to be like a V. Right? Is that what I want? Well, we're going to find out. And go away. I'll do something like this. We'll do this. I'll curve it this way. Do I like that look? Or do we want to do something like how are we going to do this? I had it in my head what I wanted to do, but it's like not for coming to realization. Might not be bad, you know? Which was basically the curve tool. So maybe we used it. I think that was a little sharper. So I kind of like this. Or do we want to just do like a straight angle? Yeah, something like that. And plant one here. I have no idea what it's doing. Yeah, something like that. And do something like this. And we can fix this. So I'm kind of like all crooked looking. I don't really like how it looks. So we're going to fix some of this. So I get the general idea. Oh, didn't snap to the right spot. Let's see how it's like doing that. That's why sometimes it's just easier just to do this and freehand it. kind of like eyeball it. So yeah, that's about right. Yeah, you can do something like that. But I don't like the way this looks. Here, so we're gonna fix that one. Alright. Do something like this. And then we can do this. Oh, saving. Saving the game. Oh, we can do like a 1. Maybe. If we just stick it out a little bit. I just hit it like that. Oh, blew up that building. That's not what I was trying to do. Do this. Let's go down 1. And maybe we'll go like this. I'll make it a right angle. Ish. Something like that. Then we can bring this one like this. We have to curve that. That's our block curves. This is going to be hard. Harder, I should say. So it's not going to want to stick up. I mean, through. Like that. Oh, hey, I like this path. Something like that. There they go. And then it just takes them a few minutes to recognize the paths. And they go, oh man, look at all these paths. And then they, you know, I mean, it looks, man, I don't think it looks so that good, but we'll see. We could have brought it back all the way to the end here. Put some trees underneath it maybe. Because you can sometimes squeeze like small trees under here. Like maybe like the bush. Or something like that. If I can get one under here. Nope. Say nice try, buddy. Oh, there you go. And maybe like a little like colorful looking bush. You know, hide some of this stuff. Oh. I don't know. And you can decorate it all up. Looks nice. And we got like a lot more people moving on here, right? So that's probably good. And we can probably run a path all the way out to there. And then it'll be all 4 directions-ish. Let's see. We're using this path, right? See, we got like a gap here. And we did that asymmetrical road. So we got an intersection, we got a crosswalk. Yeah, that looks good. This is probably gonna want to blow these up. Oh, maybe not. That's good. This one just a little bit sticking out, just like that. Oh, so close. We didn't bring that out quite far enough. Can we do this? Curve it. Let's make it a little curvy. That's gonna be stupid, though, right? Something like that. We can fix it later. We can just blow this up, bring it out just a little bit, actually make it like a right angle. Or we can leave it like this, because whoever built it was high that day and they just couldn't figure out how to make a right angle at this intersection. And like, it's clearing up, you see? I mean, we got still some people going over here, but we got like a lot more people using our path. So now traffic's gonna move a lot better. And then, like, once the game kind of figures that out, more people will use this. It'll be okay. Yeah. So we kind of like fixed the problem. And then you don't necessarily need the 2. You know, you can find the busiest one, like it looks like this side maybe, and put it here, and maybe the people over here would go over here and then use it. Like I said, you could do the tunnel if you don't like looking at this little wishbone thing. You can go under the ground here, just drag 2 tunnels here, then grab, then link them down underneath, and then pop up over here somewhere. You know, come to like a T like this, pop up here, and here, and then boom, boom, we're done. Well, maybe we'll build that instead. I don't know. Maybe I'll do it later. I'll show you it's going. You know, we'll wait over here and you go, where did that bridge, ugly ass bridge go? Excuse my language. Ugly bridge go. So I put it underground, man. Oh, I hate this building. Go away. Oh, that building wasn't supposed to be there either. I didn't catch it. I like these buildings with this one because they're like the same height, and then I like this building with this one because they're the same height. But then this building upgrades to that building, and then it's not the same height, so it goes away. And then sometimes you get like this nice kind of building on that like I think it was like a 2x4, but sometimes you get that like real long weird one, and it's okay. Oh jeez, what is going on over here? Oh, nope, you're not upgrading today. I guess I never historicalized that one. I didn't want that ugly thing over here by my park. Oh, see, he's building that thing again. Nope, nice try. Try again. Come again. And then you're good. I think we're okay. When these come up, we can blow them up again. I'll just do this all day. This is what I did for like 2 hours while you guys were off doing things, probably productive, fun, exciting things. I was off here blowing things up. So see, we got a different hotel there at least. A new hotel, please. And they automatically go to level 5 anyway, or 1, or who knows what level they are. Somebody knows. Oh, we should probably check these ones out because they might be getting a little bit too tall. Oh, this one got. We got him first. Let's check these. Oh, see, you got white. Kind of wanted to keep them as like the brown color, but let's get the white siding. Whatever. Keep them. Oh. Let's keep him. Yeah. I'm surprised he hasn't upgraded yet. Alright, that's good. That looks real good. Alright. Our cemetery is emptying out bodies, so that's good. They fixed this intersection. Alright, let's look at our buses. That was the next thing. And probably, maybe we'll start today tram and finish it the next episode, or maybe we'll just make the next episode all about trams, because I know we're gonna have to replace our buses with trams, just because I can just tell already just by looking at these numbers. They're too high. So this one's 437 and he's got 230 people waiting at that stop. That's probably the one at that gate. So what's this one here? So that's too much. This actually could probably be even a higher level transits, because this 14 buses, so it's 430 people. Oh, yep, that's my alarm. So we're almost wrapping this up. So I guess, man, that episode went fast, and was not very productive, I suppose. Maybe it was a little productive. Middle path, put some crematoriums down, one at least. And now we realize that our buses are overwhelmed. It says 14 buses. And we got a stop with 98 customers waiting. How's the line look? I mean, the line itself is a really good line, so it's not like we did a bad thing. And they're spread out, so I mean, we could even put more buses on the line. It's just, we got 14 vehicles on the road that we don't really need, when we could say it's 15, you know? So 15 divided by 3 is 5, so 5 trams. Instead of 15 buses, 10 less vehicles on the road, right? So this is 2 tram. And we'll make this a tram track. We can make a little turnaround outside the roundabout, or we can, you know, make this, you know, that's probably what we'll do. That way we don't mess up our nice grass lanes here. Maybe we'll do a tram line actually through the park. Or not the park, maybe we'll run it actually behind these houses. We'll move this path over a little bit, or maybe just get rid of that path and we'll put the tram line right here. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. Or maybe we'll intersect here, put a tram stop right like here. You know, kind of like how we have a space here. We could, like on this side, we'll put like, we'll come in, tram stop right here. Maybe we'll come out here. Oh, these buildings are in the way. Maybe we'll move this. We'll come out here. Make a turnaround like up here. Or maybe even go into here. Or maybe we'll do it. We'll have to look at these buses. That's saving, so it's like a little jittery. Or maybe we'll we'll look at these buses. Maybe we'll do a tram in here somehow. Bring tram in here and come back. So we'll like make the loop a bigger. And we'll put like 8 tram tracks and 8 tram cars on it. Another tram line will come down here. You know, or maybe we'll just do it here, have them stop here, and then people can just walk over here if they want. You know, we don't need to stop anymore. And then we'll have a path that goes to here, so like people here can like get on the tram still, kind of walk this way. Or maybe we'll do like a little bus route that kind of comes down here, picks people up, brings them to the tram. You know, maybe like 2 buses, 1 bus, and then it'll give these people happiness. So we'll kind of push our buses like here, and maybe even just do like a little bus route here, or maybe a bus route like that goes like this. You know, maybe picks people up, puts them in over here, and they get on the path. They walk over there, or picks them up, puts them on the tram. They go over here and do whatever they want to do over here. You know, there's like a lot of things you can do with it. Like I said, we'll loop around here. We have these bike lanes will go away. But I was about to say no one's using them, but there's like one guy there, one person there using them, and 2 people using them. So yeah, they're actually using them. It's like, nah, no one's using them. Who cares? I could do the turnaround here in the houses and come back. The little bridge. I'll say goodbye now. I'm going to keep talking, but my alarm went off, which means you usually got about like 5 minutes left before the PlayStation decides to shut off the recording at 60 minutes. So I'm going to say goodbye. Take care. Have a good one. It was a pleasure hanging out with you tonight, and I look forward to seeing you on the next episode. All right, that's good. So I can end it there if we do end up running out of time. And this was like a bonus. And then what we'll do is we'll run trams. I think we'll run it through this gap. And then they'll be off the road. So they won't even add any traffic. Then we'll just have to cross the roads. And then we'll do like a turn, like maybe it'll come out, turn around. Or we'll just destroy these few buildings and build like a turnaround right here. And then have like a little path. Or make this like piece here. I like the bike lane. So I don't know. I don't know if people are still using the bike. They are. I mean, they are to get like around, but probably like between bus stops and stuff. So, you know, like I said, maybe we come here, we come out here. See, it's just things in the way. Maybe we come out here and come back in here. You know, or like we just come out here, do a loop, and like come back in, and then we just do like a path from here to here. We have to break the. Or maybe do something like right here, because right here is actually like a crosswalk. You can't see it. I can see it because I got special glasses on, but you might not be able to see it. That's a crosswalk there. And then they can get on the tram, and then we'll have a tram line that runs up and down our commercial. And then we'll see what we're doing here with the buses. If the buses are, you know, maybe we'll run a tram instead of the buses. Like, see it up. I don't know. We'll reorganize our bike route. Maybe go like up and around through the high density. So the high density is right here, right? So maybe we'll do or maybe we'll just let the bike, because the buses might not be too bad. So maybe we'll just let these guys take the bus lanes, or bike lanes, sorry. And that'll be good. And then we'll have tram. I'm not sure, we'll put the tram station probably up in here, maybe near the bus station, maybe somewhere in this area. See, this one's full already. So we're going to be in trouble. But this one's emptying pretty quick. It was full. Now it's at 1170, 1160. So it's going fast. So once that one's empty, we'll start emptying that one. And then by then, this one will probably get full. Yeah. Then it will be on our rotation. I think that'll be nice. Tram line down here. Load collapsing route. And then a tram line down here. To the school. Bring people to the school, collapse route. And then we got to figure out how we get people from here to the school. because this area has like gets people from here to here, and they can go to commercial, which is good. But you also want to have routes to the school. So maybe we just do another bus route that kind of comes in here and comes back, but it's high density, so that bus is going to probably be overwhelmed. This depends. You know, it's going to be like this one. So I mean, we could try it and to see how. Once again, in my bus episode, if you missed it, we talked all about buses and how they can be used as like testing grounds for whether a route's going to work, right? So because they're cheap, they're easy to run. You don't have to do anything with the roads. You don't have to reconfigure anything. You can just draw the route, boom, boom. And then if you see like, oh crap, there's like 800 people to stop, well then it's time to upgrade it to tram or metro or monorail or whatever you know you want to do. So they're really good for, like I said, testing things out and seeing if that line's going to be worth it. If it's too much, then you know to upgrade it to a different form of transportation. Alright, I think that's the plan. And then we're going to, after that, we'll look at what we're going to do with buying a tile, because we have probably, I don't know, we have 3 tiles to buy. So we've been holding on to them. So maybe we'll do our industry, and then buy the next tile. Could be here or here. Maybe here, and we can pull up the highway. We can build a highway interchange. We'll build like the trumpet highway interchange, come maybe to a roundabout. Maybe we'll build the super roundabout. We'll make it high density. All here. This is all high density. This whole entire 2 tiles. You know, maybe we'll come in and it'll be like, I don't know how we want to do it. I'll have to think about that. Maybe draw it out on a piece of paper instead of just winging it. And then we'll have access to the harbor, so we can hook up the ferry and bring people in on the ferry. We can hook up our cargo. We start looking at cargo because we'll be doing high density commercial, and we're going to need to feed that with some cargo rails. So that will cause us to build a cargo system, and then we'll be able to supply that whole thing with our new industry over here, and we'll relocate this industry, put it here, or we can keep that small. Here, run a train here, and just build onto this one. I said there's a lot of options we got. Maybe we don't build here. Maybe we'll do this one. Maybe I don't know if we'll do this tile because there's not much to it other than that highway interchange. I mean, a little bit of land up there, but then it gives us like top of our current maps. It's gonna shut off. So the bonus feature is over. Thanks for sticking on a little later. We got a lot to do, and it's this is what makes this game fun. This is always something to do and always something to plan. Take care. Have a wonderful night, and I'll catch you in the morning.